The Huskies baseball player was striding to home plate. Because he's such a favorite, I watch closely what he ate. How do you keep in shape, sir? Every day I eat good meat. But isn't that too costly now? His answer I repeat. I'm a high-powered guy who eats high-powered chili and jumbo tamales as well. The high-power brand is the best that is canned. Nutritious, deliciously swell. I'm a high-power guy who eats high-powered chili and jumbo tamales as well. They're spicy and nice at a thrifty low price. High-power rings the dinner bell.
You can't serve better.
High-power rings the dinner bell.
This noon and every weekday at noon, High Power's Date with Tom Duggan is presented transcribed by the makers of High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales. And now let's go out and meet that High Power man, Tom Duggan.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, for High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales. Now, I could give you a couple of hundred guesses, and I don't think you could figure out where our broadcast is originating from today. As a matter of fact, we're not in Chicago at all. We're in the heart of the famous meatpacking district of Kansas City. Yes, ma'am, right in the middle of the famous area that produces those wonderful Kansas City steaks. The folks at Rutherford invited me to come to Kansas City to see the actual processing and canning of those famous high-power products, high-power chili and high-power jumbo tamales. So, since everything depends on the meat that goes into these products, we're starting at the packing plant, and our host is the plant manager, Don Smith. Don, you come on over here. Seen any good cattle lately?
A lot of our plant.
We haven't got too much time, so I better get right into the process of what's going on. Now, how about the cattle that are bought and processed in this plant? Where do they come from?
They come from the Kansas City market.
What's the Kansas City market? Is that a
it's
clearinghouse?
the Kansas City stockyards. It's about a mile from here.
And where do you draw your cattle from? All the surrounding area?
All the surrounding area.
Any from Texas?
Quite a few.
They tell you how they're going to vote this year?
No.
Okay, we'll try to get them if we can before anything happens to them. Is there any particular type of animal best fitted for processing into chili and tamale meats?
The leaner type cattle.
Well, then you have certain buyers that are experts for this particular business at the Kansas City market looking for that type cattle?
That's right.
But is it a pruning process? Do they look around, see a lot of cattle in a pen or something, and say, well, there's a lean one, I'll take that one, and that one, or what?
No, generally speaking, they have to, they do some of that on the odd lots, but they, a lot of times they have to buy large lots of cattle, which we sort the cattle out in our own coolers.
I see. Now, why lean animals?
Well, you can get a more uniform product that way because you need so much lean meat in your product, and we add the fat by adding suet with it.
Oh, you mean that say if you got fat animals that it would cause too much grease in the product?
It would cook up too much to where you would end up with really less meat in your products.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that you're watching things like that because I'm chubby enough as it is, and I understand that might enlarge me even more. Now, how many animals a day are processed here?
Around 175.
That's a whole mess of animals to be
yes,
processed.
It is.
Tell me, for an animal to actually go through the packing process, how long would it take?
From the time the cattle is knocked on the killing floor, it takes about 20 minutes.
And now, how about the inspection by the United States inspectors of the meat?
As you've seen on the killing floor, we have a very rigid inspection. We have 2 veterinaries there at all times checking for anything that may be wrong with the animal in the line of disease and also for cleanliness.
Well, how about the inspectors? Do they put some sort of a stamp on each animal?
Every cut is stamped. On each side, there is 13 stamps on each side of beef.
Now, for the quality of the beef, do they do that after the animal is dressed and all and hanging in the what do you call it, the refrigerated room?
That's right. The quality is selected by a different agency of the government after the cattle have been chilled.
Okay. Now, what happens to the meat after it's dressed in this plant?
Most of the meat is sent up to our boning plant, which is then boned and used in our canning plant.
Okay, Don, then I guess we better go to the boning plant. Thanks, Don Smith, for being on the program.
You're welcome.
Well, I never figured on being in a boning plant with this type of bones. I thought they'd have dots all over them. But here we are at the boning plant of the Rutherford Company and with the plant superintendent, Sweet Arlen. Sweet, it's nice to see you.
How do you do, everybody?
Now, Sweet means you're German. Is that right?
Absolutely, 100%.
What's your first name?
Harold J.
Harold, it's nice to see you. Sweet, of course, isn't a bad nickname, and it's good for identification purposes. Now, it's cold enough in here, it's almost up to our knees. What's the temperature?
36 degrees.
Exactly, with a boning plant. Of course, it means that you're boning the cattle, but what do these fellows have to be experts to
They
actually
do.
get the
Each
bones
man
out?
has to know his own job
Yeah.
so that they can remove the bones out of the cattle and also take the meat with them.
Well, Sweet, with these fellows, is it a process that they work at some other part of the packing business and then finally get into this?
No, they take this up as a trade.
How about this plant? Is it union? I know
Absolutely. 100%.
And these fellows have a union all their own, or are they part of the butchers' union?
Part of the Amalgamated Butchers Workmen in North America.
Okay, that's fine. I belong to about 3 unions myself, so we're practically brothers under the skin. Now, what are they doing? What part of the cattle is this that they're working
these
on?
3 men right here are working on rounds. They're boning rounds.
Well, that guy looked like he was trying to crush one there. He picked it up and laid it down.
They have to be fast.
And what's a round?
The round is off the hind quarter of the animal.
Wasn't there something about the neck up here before or
Well,
something?
the chucks. You missed that part, though. They were through with them. It's a 4-quarter beef.
Well, I hate to have one of those guys take after me with one of those
Well,
knives.
they're pretty handy with them.
Now, what is the next process after the meat is boned and the selected portions are ready for chili and tamale meat?
Well, I take it over to the grinding room.
Oh, what do you do? You grind everything up over there? And now, you have it for the chili and the tamales?
Chili, tamales, and also our buttered steak.
What's this buttered steak business?
Well, that's a new steak that we're putting out. That's absolutely one of the finest products on the market. It has pure creamery butter on it. There's half-pound packages, 4 steaks to a package.
Well, I understand that it's coming in around the Chicago area,
That's right.
too.
I understand it's up there now.
That's the stuff, because I get hungry once in a
Well,
while.
then you fellas get out and buy some, because we got plenty down here to ship up there.
Okay, you just pass those steaks for me to shuffle, and
Well,
I'll
we'll
shuffle.
do it.
Now, what about these long, transparent bags that
Well,
you have?
that's the casings that the ground beef is stuffed into, and then run into the sharp freezer, temperature below 0, and then brought out the following morning and sliced.
These transparent bags, what are they made of?
It's a visqueen casing.
How long do they last? Are they indefinite
No.
things for...
We use them stuffed once only, and then they're peeled off just like you can throw it away.
All right, now you say how many steaks to a package?
There's 4 steaks to a package, half-pound packages.
Okay. Now, what about this business of buttered steaks? Was that honest to goodness butter the
That's
girls are
pure
using
creamy
on?
butter, 90 score or better.
And they seem to ladle it on.
Yeah,
Why don't
they
you
have to
caution
spread
them?
it. Well, that's what they call a buttered spread, see?
Yeah, but it seems to me they could save a little money. After all, 90-score butter costs quite a little bit. Why don't they spread it on a little bit thinner?
Well,
Nobody's watching them but me.
I know, but we want to darn sure they get some butter.
All right, sweet. What happens to the chili meat after it's been boned, processed, and
It's sent to the canning factory.
And what over there? It's the next process is just to get it into the
into the
can.
cans.
But let's get around to some of this other stuff here. Now you say these things are the chucks here.
No, that's your hind quarter meat. Those are rounds.
All right, and now this is going in for our steaks and also for our chili and tamale meat.
Well, we use some of it, not all of it.
All right, now is every part of the cattle? What are the best parts? Is this one of the best parts of it?
It's one of the right there. Your rounds is the best part of the cattle.
I see. Is there a lot?
But each one of them has their purpose. Now, you take 4-quarter meat, they have to use it on certain items where they can't use hind quarter meat.
I see. But these fellows know how to cut any part of the cattle to bone.
They can operate on any part of the cattle.
Say you could take one of the fellows from one of the other parts of the plant. Could they come in here and do any of this work?
I doubt it.
How many
Unless
people
you've been a
have
butcher.
for your boning plant here? How many people have you got?
There's,
How many departments would you have?
we have the boning room, the grinding room, packing room, and steak line.
And you have how many people would you say in all
Oh,
of
that's
this?
about 22.
That's a nice chance. You get a chance to fire somebody every once in a while.
Well, they're awful hard to replace right now, good boners, so kind of cater with them a little.
Sweet. It's a magnificently clean place and very, very sanitary. And I think you're doing a fine job here. And I think I better go over and see what those cans look like now.
All right, do that.
Thanks,
Glad to have
sweet
you.
Arlen.
You bet.
Well, now for the canning factory, and the gentleman in charge is none other than Fred Roberts. Fred, it's nice to see you.
Very happy to see you.
First time I've been in anything like this, so you're going to have to treat me as though I was a mongoloid idiot, which I probably am anyway. Now, when the meat gets here, Fred, from the processing plants, or has been processed up to here, it's coming in for its final to-do. What happens first?
Well, first we get it in and then we weigh it. Weigh it up in certain batches on the size batch that we make, and then it is cooked.
I see. Now, this is for both the chili and the tamales.
Well, they are handled separately and they're treated a little different. On our tamales, or the tamale meat, that meat is received and it's cooked
but not canned that day. And if it's cooked and cooled overnight, and then it is reprocessed the next morning, because your tamale has to be a fairly cool tamale to be able to form.
I say, well, how about the cornmeal mush? When is that fixed up?
The cornmeal mush is fixed up approximately 2 hours before you start an operation, and you have fresh cooked mush throughout the day's operation.
Now, Fred, we might as well stay on the high-power jumbo tamales. I noticed that all the girls here are making the tamales by hand, wrapping them and all.
Yes, they are.
Well, how come is that? I thought that they would have machines for such a thing. You make so many of them.
Well, we have found that the hand-wrapped tamale gets a lot more personal attention, and also we can make the tamale the way we think the people likes it.
How do you think the people like it? And I know they do.
Well, a soft, palatable tamale. And if you go to machine, why, it's just pretty hard to make and wrap a tamale with a machine.
So what we ought to be screaming about is handmade tamales then, huh?
Well, I guess that's right.
Okay, high-power, handmade jumbo tamales. Now, these girls working through here, they say get them into the can, comes down here, and they're canned and sealed. Now, you're saying something about a sterile product. What are you talking about?
Well, in any canned meat item, it has to be made sterile to hold up on the shelf. Therefore, after the canning and closing process, the can has to be cooked under pressure. The same as home canning. When you can fruit or vegetables or anything at home, you still have to cook that under pressure, or cook it for a long enough time to kill all your bacteria action so the canned product will hold up.
Fred, when you go home at night, do you yell at your wife because there's so much noise in here? It seems to be just a natural tone of voice for you, is to be screaming all the time.
No, I'm afraid I don't. I'm just sort of used to it.
Now, let's get over here to the chili. I notice you have these vats here, and they have some sort of whatever the chili compound is. It's our own formula, isn't it?
That's right, yes.
And so after that, the meat is added?
The meat is added, yes.
Or then what's the cooking process?
Well, the meat, first we start out and we put our basic seasoning and foods in there and a base for your chili. Then we add our meat, sear our meat. Then after that, we put in our prepared bean, which has been soaked overnight and washed and cooked.
Then the meat is mostly cooked before the beans are added.
That is right, yes.
But the beans are cooked with the meat, really, because they don't take too long to cook?
No, they're just mixed with the meat. They're pre-cooked so we can get the bean shall we say this, we get the bean like we want it. In other words, remove some of the pre-starch from that bean so it won't go in the can.
I see. All right, now you have these vats here. How do you keep maybe a sedimentation type process from taking effect where, the sauce on the chili sauce on one part of the chili might be heavier than the other?
Well, we have our 6 main vats there that each hold 230 gallon, and they have agitators in them.
Oh, it's agitators.
And then from there, we go to a master mixing kettle, whereby we've got maintain the same level all the time and get the chili in the can like we want it.
Fred, it was real nice talking to you. Thanks for being on the program.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've had a lot of fun today meeting these folks here in Kansas City who made these 2 wonderful products, high-power chili and high-power homemade jumbo tamale, handmade. And friends, you can take it from Tom Duggan. I've been watching these folks make and can these products, and you just can't beat them. Quality control all the way. Every care taken to assure you that there are absolutely no finer chili or tamale products than those bearing the famous name High Power. I wish you could all have been here in Kansas City with me today. It's been an interesting trip. Meantime, next time you make a trip to the grocery, do yourself and your family a big favor and put in a supply of high-power chili and high-power jumbo tamales. Just tell your grocer that Tom Duggan sent you, because Tom knows, for a fact, they're the best.
We're all high-powered folks who eat high-powered chili and jumbo tamales as well. Give your budget relief, serve the best tender beef. High power rings the dinner bell.
You can't serve better.
High power rings the dinner bell.
It's 1:15 again, ladies. Time for High Power's Date with Duggan.
The cutest little typist, her fingers on the keys, confided just how she kept her slim hips and pretty knees. Her most amazing statement:
Every day I eat good meat.
but how, dear, on your salary? Her answer I repeat:
I'm a high-power gal who eats high-power chili and jumbo tamales as well.
the high power brand is the best that is can. Nutritious,
you can't serve better.
High Power rings the dinner bell.
Today and every weekday at the same time, High Power's Date with Tom Duggan is presented transcribed by the makers of High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales. Now let's go out and meet that High Power man with the flowers, prize market baskets, and good-natured gift of gab, Tom Duggan.
Thank you and greetings, girls. This is Tom Duggan, surrounded by the fair sex and ready to start asking questions and getting some prize-winning answers. Today we're enjoying the great hospitality of store manager Henry Stanley, who's given us full run of his fine IGA food store at 2850 West Armitage here in Chicago, Illinois. And believe me, the ladies and I are taking him at his word. Now, Stanley's customers, Hank's customers rather, have been estimating the total retail value of a huge market basket we have on display in the center of his IGA food store. The girls have written their estimates on cards, and they've dropped them in the market basket box. Before today's session is over, we'll know which lucky lady has estimated the closest and wins that big market basket that's almost overflowing with valuable groceries. And speaking of valuable groceries, they don't come any more valuable nor more appetizing than High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales. May I ask your name, young lady?
Mary Muscle.
Mary what?
Muscle.
Muscle. Well, it's true, too. I just felt your arm, and there's more to it than just the name. Now, here's a can of High Power Chili and a can of High Power Jumbo Tamales. Mary, if you'll stand there at attention for a moment, thinking over the advantages of Prohibition, I'll be right back. Now, girls, take it from me, every family enjoys mealtime variety, so give them the best variety meal of all, High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales. Buy several cans of High Power Jumbo Tamales and serve them together for a delicious, budget-stretching meal with meat. Everyone knows that High Power Chili and tamales are quick and easy to fix. Just heat the chili, simmer the tamales a few minutes in their own gravy, then remove the tamale wrappers and pour the chili over the hot tamales. How your family will love them. Makes me hungry just to talk about them. They're not too hot, they're not too mild, they're seasoned just right. High Power Jumbo Tamales are made with specially ground cornmeal, lean beef and pork, and High Power Chili with high-grade beef. So take a tip from Thomas Duggan, girls. Get High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales at your grocer's today. Serve them together tonight. So help me, there's times when I think perhaps John Brookman must be a dentist, the way he looks at me when I'm going through one of those commercials. Now, Mary, what's new?
Well, not too much.
I understand that you have a small, what would we call it, nightclub down the street. Is that right?
Beer dispensing.
A beer dispensing, is that all? No hard liquors of any kind?
Oh, a little bit.
How are your customers?
Well, I can
They
handle
walk
them.
in and roll out?
No,
When can you handle them, before or after?
both.
You can handle them before and after.
Right.
Now, were you a prohibitionist at one time?
I was too young for that.
You were. Well, it seems to me I was a prohibitionist. I wasn't too young for a child. Of course, my hair is a lot grayer than yours. Now, where is this joint of yours? Huh?
This joint is at California and Cortland.
Carol, what's the name of it?
Ross and Mary's.
Ross and Mary's. Who's Ross? Or is he?
That's my husband.
Is he still in the business, or have you taken over completely?
I've taken over completely.
Uh-huh. What was the matter? Was he sampling his products?
No, I put him back to work.
Where's he working?
He's a machine remover.
Did you let him stop in at night?
Oh, as long as he has money to put on the bar.
I see. But he has to stay on the guest side of the bar.
He sure does.
What time do you open in the morning?
Well, anywhere from 9 till 11.
No, well, of course, you can open any time you want. How about closing, Mary? Are we closing on time? Or do I have to call the captain of the district to find out?
Closing a little too early for some people.
What time do you close?
It's supposed to be at 2.
Promptly at 2 you close, huh?
Well, sometimes
at
it's about 12:30.
12:30? Why do you close at 12:30?
I get tired,
If
too.
the joint gets rowdy, you close it up.
No.
If the customers start jumping up and down too much. Well, in the old days, it seems to me that they used to have some sort of like a judge's gavel, that if the people in the taverns were making too much noise, they just rap on the bar and say, please, gentlemen,
We use
silence.
the ball bat now.
And you don't rap in the bar, you rap in their heads.
Ball bat does the trick.
Well, Mary, you little darling, I want you to get an orchid from the florist in Chicago, and I'm going to ask you a question here. Edna Ferber, the author, has written many novels. Can you name one? Sure you can. You can name about 8. They're written right down there. Name one of them. Showboat. All right. I guess that must have been a novel. I don't remember it personally. Anyway, there's a lovely orchid from the florist in Chicago, Mary.
Thank you.
And I'll be right over for a couple of quick ones in a couple of minutes here, and I don't want to be charged the regular guest rates for them either. What's your name, Shorty?
Adeline Gossard.
Adeline, it's nice to meet you. Gossard. Gossard. That's G-O-S-S it starts with.
A-R-D.
Gossard. Are you anything to do with the corsets?
No, that's a different branch of the
Just
family.
wear them.
Yeah.
But all don't manufacture them. All right. There's a can of High Power Chili and a can of High Power Jumbo Tamales. Any children?
One daughter.
Where?
In school now.
What school?
Down at Yates,
Where's Yates?
at the corner of Richmond and, what is it? Cortland.
You ought to know where your child is.
Well,
going
I
to
do.
school.
I go over
You
there
don't have
every
to look
day.
around for prompting.
I
Why do
go
you have
over
to look around for prompting? Don't you know
Well,
the
you
street
scare
kids
me.
you
You're
talk
so
about? I don't
big.
scare you. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2.5".
I'm only 5'3", so I don't see why I
Well,
should
you're about
scare you.
6'3", aren't you?
Well, it's possible. I don't know. The last time I checked, I was 5'3", but I was about 8 years old then.
You know, you're a whole lot grayer and
No,
older looking now than you are on television.
Why for you say things like that? I ought to punch you right in the nose. You should pretend
Well, I don't
I'm
pay
young.
compliments unless I meet them.
How old are you?
36.
Well, you're older than I am, certainly.
Oh, you're lying. I'm not.
Well, which side are you 36 at?
On the other side.
But is that all you are, 36? You look much older than that. How
I
old is
think
your
you're
daughter?
a dog. She's 7.
She's 7. Oh, well, does she like you at all?
I
don't
hope
see
so.
why.
I love her.
You beat her?
No, never.
Where's your husband?
He's working.
Has he got a
He's
good
down
job?
in Peoria today. I think
He's bought you
so.
a nice fall coat, or did you steal it?
No, I took it.
Where'd you take it from?
I won't tell you that.
Well, how much does the coat cost, actually?
Well,
About
it's a
$5, $10?
suit. It costs $69.
A suit?
But I don't have the skirt
I don't see.
on.
Where are the pants?
I don't have
Oh,
the
just the
skirt
coat.
on with it.
I see. Well, why don't you have the skirt on with it?
Oh, I just didn't want to wear it today.
Oh, you don't want to dress up for a program like this. Just throw on anything. Is
I
that the
see
idea?
you
And come
didn't.
down here. Well, I certainly did. This is a $200 suit from Benson and Richmond.
Yeah, but what's that shirt? About $2.98?
No, that's a good shirt. It's about $3.98 shirt, isn't it, John? $3.98, $3.50 anyway, or $3.49. I got it at a sale. What do you mean? Do I have to come down here in a tuxedo, a morning formal, or
Well, I
something
see
like
you on
that?
television
Can I
and
wear
you're
it?
all dressed up,
Well,
and then
I'm
you
not all
come
dressed
down
up.
here
I
and
just
you
have a
look like
shirt and tie
any
on.
other
Don't be yelling
bum
at
going
me
around.
like that. For 36 years of age, and you're still precocious, aren't you?
I'm afraid I am.
Well, you're a little darling. I want you to get an orchid. I want you to get it over the head. And here's a question for you. Now, let's see.
Don't help her.
I'm not going to help you. Dr. Alfred Kinsey has made a good living making studies and reports on what subject? Don't answer me. On girls and boys. Never mind. Don't say it. That's enough. Here's your orchid. Get away from me. Now, John, is there a commercial so I can get back to normal again? This is the first uprising I've had in the show in quite a while. Girls, does unexpected company panic you? Well, when crowds drop in unexpectedly, be set to serve them big bowls of chili. Tasty, tempting, high-power chili. Neither too hot nor too mild. High-power chili is a wonderful main dish with meat. I've been at the plant in Kansas City, home of famous Kansas City beef. I know that high-power is made with high-grade beef, seasoned just right. It's bound to be a favorite with you, whether you serve it for company or for the family alone. And you know how easy high-power chili is to fix. Just warm it a few minutes and serve with hot biscuits or rolls, fresh fruit or vegetable salad, your favorite hot beverage and dessert. Don't you strike at me. Yes, ma'am, take it from me. There's nothing like high-power chili to put everyone in a good frame of mind. You'll really bring the compliments your way when you serve high-power chili. Get several cans of high-power chili at your grocer's today. Be ready when the gang drop in. What'd you say your name once again?
Adeline Gossard.
I'm never going to forget you, kid. Now then, let's get over here, and we have our panel. We're going to try to decide the fate of the world here. I forget what the question is, but I hope it isn't like that last one. I'll get a hold of that Earp tonight, and I'm going to club him to death. But anyway, our panel quiz, we have 3 girls here, and the question before the house is, do you honestly think that a tired working man should get up and give his seat in a bus to a woman? What's your name?
No.
What's your name? Is your name No?
Helen
Pay
Berg.
attention. Helen, it's nice to see you. There's a can of high-power chili and a can of high-power jumbo tamales. I'll be back to ask you the question. You can say no then. What's your name?
Doreen Skunova. Doreen Skunova.
Doreen, it's nice to meet you. There's a can of high-power chili and a can of high-power jumbo tamales. I'll be back for you, too. What's your name?
Eileen Schrader.
Eileen, it's nice to meet you. There's a can of high-power chili and a can of high-power jumbo tamales. Now, what do you think about the tired working man getting up in the bus to give his seat to a lady?
Well,
A lady, there aren't ladies anymore, especially from what's going on around this place. So to a woman, I better say.
well, if they get as tired as my husband, he's a roofer, I say no, because he's pretty tired at the end of the day.
Well, don't the women get pretty mad when they step onto a bus and see a fellow sitting there?
Well, no. Well, no. Not anymore. I can run for a seat just as much as anybody else. I mean,
You can't.
yeah, I can rush just as
You
much
can.
as anybody else.
Did you ever knock a man down rushing to a seat?
Well, if he tries to knock me down, yes.
Now, Doreen, how about you?
Yeah, I think they should.
You think the man should?
Yeah.
Regardless of how tired he is, here's this poor lady's husband. He's been up on a roof all day, almost fell down 3 times. He works so hard, and you still think he should get up and give some babe his seat. Is that the idea?
Well, I don't think the age of chivalry is past yet.
Well, it's almost dead, and it was
Not
just about
quite.
dead a couple of minutes ago when I was talking to our last guest. But anyway, you think they should get up,
I do.
tired as they are.
Yeah.
All right, fine. When was the last time you were caught standing on a bus? It must have been today. You're a little indignant about it.
Haven't been on a bus for a long time.
Oh, you have a car?
Uh-huh.
Things are going pretty well for you.
Yes.
Don't ride with the people anymore. Sort of lost touch with them. Is that the idea?
Could be.
Well, now how about you said no?
No.
Are you going to further that statement at all, or are you just going to leave it at a flat no?
I'll leave it there.
You're just going to say no. You say no all the time. Is that the
Well,
idea?
not all the time.
Well, what do you mean by just no? I'm not the kind of a person who just takes no for an answer.
That's no lie.
Come on, say something else besides no. Say yes.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
I'm laughing. Now, this is a radio program. I have to keep talking out here. You'll have to further that no a bit. You'll have to give me some reasons why. Why should the fellow sit there, lazy hound that he is, while this poor, beautiful girl is standing in front of him, so tired that she can almost drop, and he's sitting there?
Well, maybe he's been working hard all day.
Yes, but this girl, she's wearing high-heeled shoes, and her ankles will get all stiff and sore if she keeps standing there. Her arches will fall, and everything else. Maybe the curls will come out of her hair. Stop giggling and answer me here. Now, you don't have to stop. You still say no.
No.
Absolutely no.
Absolutely no.
Would you say yes just once? Well, later, perhaps. We're going out tonight. Getting back to you again, what does your husband do?
Cab driver.
No wonder you'd have nothing to do with it. What outfit does he drive for?
American United.
American United, never heard of them. It's a small outfit.
Veterans.
Veterans. I've heard of veterans. What war is he a veteran of? The Civil?
The last
What
war.
The last war, the big one?
Sure.
Or the last one?
The last one.
The last World War II?
Uh-huh.
World War I? Which?
Two.
Let me see. We'll check your gray hairs to see. Say, let's see. It's a little darker in there, closer to the scalp than it is out here. Have you been putting something on your hair?
No, that's what your country aid did for my hair.
Huh?
That's what your country aid did for my hair.
Honestly, it's just changed because of the sun and all.
That's right.
Well, you little darling, it's nice. Where are you from?
England.
England. Heard of it somewhere. I just can't. I misplaced it, though.
I beg your pardon.
What do you mean, you beg
You
my
heard
pardon?
of it somewhere.
It seems to me I've heard of it somewhere. I'm not sure, though. I've heard of Ireland.
Well, so have I.
Let's see. I think England's a suburb of Ireland. That's right. There's a
I
lovely
beg your
orchid from the
pardon.
forest
I beg
in
your
Chicago.
pardon. I come
That's
from
all right.
London.
Just keep begging my pardon as much as you want. And you little darling, there's an orchid for you from the
Thank
forest
you,
of
Tom.
Chicago. And Miss Noel of 1952, there's an orchid for you. Thanks for being on the program. Now, the winner of our market basket was Mrs. Paul Schroeder. She estimated she estimated $8.78. The true value $8.73. Now, today we've been the guest of a most gracious host, Henry Stanley, manager of the Stanley IGA Food Store at 2850 West Armitage here in Chicago, Illinois. Thanks a lot, Henry. We've enjoyed being here. And that's our story till tomorrow noon, girls, when we'll meet you in Don Dialin's Midwest Supermarket at 3016 South Laramie. Until then, this is Tom Duggan saying more high power to you.
Don't forget tomorrow, same time, same station, another of High Power's Dates with Duggan, brought to you transcribed by the makers of High Power Chili and High Power Jumbo Tamales.
We're all high-power folks who need high-power chili and jumbo tamales as well. If your budget release, there's the best tender beef. High-power rings the dinner bell.
You can't serve better.
High-power rings the dinner bell.
This is WMAQ and WMAQ-FM NBC in Chicago.